Hey, Scrapper Names fans. How are we? Well, I'm back. This one is a usual stuff design team share for you. The blog this week, the challenge is to be inspired by a movie or whatnot. So I'm scrapping this photo of my niece when she was 2 weeks old, sound asleep, beautiful little darling, in her bouncer. So I have got inspiration from Sleeping Beauty. So I have picked a paper that's from an old paper pad that I've had in my stash since, Puss was a pup. It's a blue sort of coloured one, like with sheep, the good night sort of one. Then I decided to add this tissue paper just to soften it a little bit. Obviously a girl, so I wanted to make sure I did that nice soft pink to tie in with, I guess the gender side of things as such. But I just thought the pink tissue paper would add a nice soft texture to the background as well. So just cutting that around. So this is very lucky. It is actually Tuesday here, which means that in America, when this went live, it is Monday. But I have not been able to do much in regards to editing or even voiceovers because my computer decided yesterday that it was going to have a spaz attack and not work. So I haven't been able to actually, my mouse and pad bit and everything is all just it's still playing up slightly, but I've managed to edit this video and I'm doing the voiceover. I'm going to upload it now for today. For my challenge Tuesday, the last one then for February, and then we'll be back into a new month of challenges. But while the going's good on my computer, I'm going to try and make sure I get as much done as I can because I don't like technology and I don't know when it'll work. So I'm just going to layer some of these, layer my photo up now, and I'm just going with some alternate colours. This is a really dark sort of pink with, I think they're white spots on it. So I have a bit of a kit made up, and what I'm doing there is just saying I have some Project Life cards from the kit that came out, the little mini kits that came out last year, sorry, not this year. That, the little girl ones, whatever, I don't think it's called Lullaby, but they're like the baby girl and the baby boy one. So I have a kit made up in just one of those 12 by 12 boxes for my niece's album because I'm working on an album for her as well as now my nephew. And I've just collected things in my stash as well as bought a few bits and pieces that are baby related because I had plenty left over from where I've done my son's album and my baby girl's album. She's no longer a baby, so those days I think pretty much scrapped that. So I've just put a kit together. So that's what I'm using here. And then I just add some bits and pieces from my stash if I need to, like this doily, which I know just stuck to that page in the wrong spot. So that pinky coloured paper, I think, with those crosses things on the back, I think it's an old crate paper one. And I know I ordered it ages ago. It's just some scrap pieces that are sitting in this box, this kit. So that's what I'm just trying to use those smaller pieces up to create these layers here. I like using the idea of different tones of the pink just to add that softness and that colour contrast against the blue background. Now this lovely floral and this paper here are from the Coco Vanilla Studio More Than Words kit, or collection, sorry, and they came in my Kitaholic kit for January. So they are really stunning papers, as always. Coco Vanilla are always, they never disappoint, does she, the old Zoe? Just fighting with my double-sided tape. Story of my life at the moment with this tape. It's good tape. I think, is this my new roll? Yeah, this is one I brought from a craft show. It's a little bit better, but I have to fight with it all the bloody time. So I decided to pop my photo up in the corner here just because her head is sort of tilted down, facing down there, so towards the left. So I sort of went for a bit of a diagonal kind of spread to this layout, which you'll see what I mean as I do the embellishments and things. I sort of do them on this diagonal sort of look, just as I said, because she's looking down. So that's the best way to do it. Now I don't add any tape, foam, yes, it's foam, or craft foam, or anything to it. I was going to add to the back to add a bit of dimension, but then I sort of changed my mind, being that I had a rough idea of some of the little embellishments I wanted to use, and they're a little bit dimensional, so I thought they would add the dimension to the page this time, and just leaving the photo sort of flat like that with the layers, I think sort of it stood out enough. It didn't need to be popped up. So these cute little owlies. Now, these were perfect because my niece's mum loves owls. So, yes, so I had to, as soon as I remembered I had these left in my stash, I actually chucked them in my kit, my little kit box for her book, knowing that I would use them throughout her album. And it's good because also the Kaiser Craft paper pad I have, which is an older one, I can't remember what it's called either, maybe blah blah blah. Anyway, it has lots of owls in it, so really bright coloured, cute one, so it works really, really well. Alright, so as you can see there, I've done the title, which was a bit of a, hence why it's two different types of fonts, which I think work. It doesn't make, I don't think, any difference, but trying to get those words spelt with the same letters, type of sticker, was just, well, it just didn't happen really. So that's why it sort of cut to me having already done it, because I did take a while trying to put together the letters without looking too dodgy. Just adding these cute little puffy stickers. Again, this is a crepe paper cute girl, I think it is. And they're just adorable little funky puffy stickers. Just adding the clouds and some little hearts. And I think I do add some stars from Wavy from this later on, but I'm not sure. Just that lovely Sleeping Beauty dreaming away. So these are some of the little Project Life cards I had. I had them out to try and, I was going to try and use them on this layout. As you can see, I didn't end up using, I don't think, any of them, so, which is fine, I'll keep them obviously, but yes. So I had this blue little flower piece with me for a few weeks now. Lauren, if you're watching, tell Ollie I said thank you and show him that I've used it. My girlfriend, who we scrapped together every now and again, her son was with us last time we scrapped, he gave me those, and I haven't used them because I wasn't sure how to, if that makes any sense. I just wasn't sure how to add it to a layout, how it would work. And this one, and I've used a pink bunch which I got in last month's kit from Kitaholics, I used on a layout, and I love them, so I might have to get my hands on some more because they're really cute. They add a real different, I don't know, different element to a page. Obviously they pop up, so they're a bit dimensional, but you know, it's just a different type of embellishment, I guess. So yeah, I really quite like them, so I was really happy with it. This one I did fight with, because you could see the staples because I staple this down, I don't glue them. So I had a bit of a fight with it, and then because I couldn't then cover over the staples I used, so I unpicked it all, and then I was trying to figure out how to do it. In the end, I think I just sort of go, oh well, bugger it, and just leave it. And you know what, if you can see the staples, I'm sure no one's going to care. They should be looking at the picture and the documentation rather than the staples. So yes, it was a bit of a fight in the old staples. So, and I couldn't stick anything over. So if I stuck something over it, it just sat really wonky, which just annoyed me too. So, you know, couldn't win with this one. Just adding this cute little flower cluster down the bottom. As I said in one of my previous videos, I'm really working with the whole idea of the rule of 3 when I embellish things, and doing small embellishment clusters. Or if I'm adding things to the page, you know, I might make sure it's sort of like 3 enamel dots, or, you know, just so it all balances out. Sometimes you don't need to, but yeah, see here I'm trying to cover it up and it just doesn't work. It looked a bit shonky, so I think I end up leaving it, just going, okay, you know what, whatever, like so. Oh no, I don't. So yes, I used a bit of thread, pink thread down the bottom, just to try and cover it in a little bit, add another little element of texture to that bottom cluster, and voila, it is covered. Problem solved. Now this is a Kaiser Craft die cut pack from one of their most recent like nursery baby girl collection. So I'm using this cute little rocking horse and this little type label type thing. I'm just playing around where they're going to go and what needs to go there. Again, I was trying to go with a bit of the rule of 3. I'm not sure if I do. I sort of got to a point too where I was like, I just need to stick things down. You know, I was fussing around and, you know, this video wasn't exceptionally long, but I probably cut about 15 minutes out of it just with fluffing around with embellishments and, you know. Popping it all down. Alright, just playing around. This little tray, as I've said before, is my little goodness box from my Kidaholic kit. So just popping, as I said, I wanted something, a third element there, and this wood veneer just was perfect. Again, it just adds another element to the page, that wood look, and it's just sat really well in that little cluster there with that document, with that journaling thing, I guess, whatever. Now, oh, that's right. I sort of got to this point and I was like, something's not right. Did you ever look at a layout and you think, I'm done? And then you look and you go, wait, no, I'm not. That was me. So I sort of was like, what am I going to add? And I remembered I had all these little tiny boxes of little charm pieces and buttons and things I'd brought for this. So I don't know why they're not in the kit. So I decided to add those. Now I'm adding here some little hearts, a pink and a blue, and I think a wood veneer heart. Not heart, star. Just, you know, tie in that whole nighttime dreaming, you know, lovely, soft, sweet kind of theme, I guess. Just using some normal craft glue, I just pop them down. Alright, bit of Heidi Shine. Now, I've been trying the whole just adding Heidi Shine to my clusters, like in particular this one, like on the diagonal. I don't know why, but I just can't do it. I then go nuts and go Heidi Shine, like gold Heidi Shine all over the page. I don't know what's wrong with me, but it's so pretty. To go to Spotlight this week, I think. I have to get some more because I'm like running out and that's a bit of a disaster. But yeah, see, I don't know. I don't know why I do it. But I think I was adding it to each little cluster I had, which then meant pretty much the whole page was covered in gold Heidi Shine. But anyway, it's all good. It still looks good. So that is done. My layout for this challenge week is done. So as I've said before, pop on over to the Use Your Stuff blog. I will link it in the description box. Here are some lovely close-ups. And if you have any questions or comments, please let me know in the comments below. And thank you again so much for watching. I will be back soon with a new video for you. Thanks. Bye.